You've got companies like NIO, companies like Lishan, these Chinese NEV makers that are frankly as good, if not better than Tesla right now.
For well over a decade, the automotive world, the tech world, and frankly the entire business world had one central figure, one dominant narrative, Tesla. Led by the often unpredictable, always headline-grabbing Elon Musk, Tesla didn't just build electric cars. They built a movement, a vision of the future that captured global imagination. They were the disruptor, the one to watch, the seemingly untouchable leader that every other company, from Detroit to Tokyo, was desperately trying to catch. But while the cameras were fixed firmly on California, a silent revolution was unfolding thousands of miles away, a meticulous, relentless rise built not on dazzling PR but on fundamental engineering, manufacturing mastery, and a strategic vision that saw opportunity where others saw only challenges. And now, the unthinkable has happened. The quiet giant, the company that avoided the spotlight, the name most Westerners still can't pronounce, has officially surpassed Tesla, rewriting the rules of the game and declaring itself the new power in the global automotive empire. This isn't merely about one company outselling another in a single quarter. This is about a seismic shift in manufacturing power, technological leadership, and global strategy. It's the story of how a company born from the unglamorous world of battery production, dismissed early on, has methodically built an integrated colossus capable of outmaneuvering the world's most celebrated innovators and legacy titans alike. We're going to uncover their secret weapons, a battery technology so safe it survived tests others failed catastrophically, hybrid systems so advanced they make traditional gas cars feel prehistoric, and a global expansion blueprint executed with chilling precision, piece by piece. How did BYD build your dreams, a name that once sounded quaint compared to the sleek branding of the West, grow from a humble battery maker buying a failing factory into a global force capable of challenging and overcoming the Tesla phenomenon? Why has this monumental power shift gone largely unnoticed by the mainstream? Prepare to have your understanding of the auto industry, global competition, and the future of technology fundamentally changed forever. The genesis of BYD, this quiet empire, lies not in automotive dreams, but in the very core of portable power, batteries. Founded in 1995 in Shenzhen, a city rapidly becoming China's tech hub, BYD initially focused on producing nickel-cadmium and later lithium-ion rechargeable batteries for the burgeoning mobile phone industry. At the helm was Wang Chuanfu, a brilliant chemist with an almost obsessive focus on vertical integration, controlling every single step of the production process, from the raw chemicals to the final packaged battery. Unlike competitors who relied on complex supply chains, Wang Chuanfu believed true efficiency and quality came from doing it all yourself. This early philosophy, born from the intense cost pressures and rapid innovation cycles of the consumer electronics market, instilled in BYD a DNA of ruthless efficiency and fundamental engineering mastery. They learned to produce high-quality, reliable batteries faster and cheaper than almost anyone else, quietly becoming a critical supplier in the global electronics industry. Then came the move that bewildered many. In 2003, BYD acquired a failing, state-owned automaker, Chinchuan Automobile Company, based in Xi'an. The factory was outdated, the vehicles were unremarkable, and the idea of a battery company diving into the complex world of car manufacturing seemed outlandish. Industry analysts were skeptical, viewing it as a misguided attempt at diversification. But Wang Chuanfu saw the profound potential synergy. He realized that the battery was becoming the single most critical, expensive, and technologically challenging component of the future car. If BYD could pair its deep battery expertise and manufacturing control with vehicle production, building the entire car, the chassis, the motors, the electronics, and the battery, under one integrated system, they could achieve efficiencies, quality control, and innovation speed that would be impossible for companies assembling vehicles from a vast array of external suppliers. This wasn't just vertical integration, it was a radical, almost unprecedented level of self-reliance in a complex industry, laying the critical groundwork for their future dominance. The world started to glimpse BYD's potential, but it took a signal from a figure who rarely ventured into the unpredictable world of technology startups. In 2008, Warren Buffett, the legendary investor known for his cautious, value-oriented approach, made headlines by investing $230 million of Berkshire Hathaway's money into BYD, securing a nearly 10% stake. This investment sent shockwaves. Buffett, was famously wary of tech stocks and preferred predictable businesses. His stake in BYD wasn't driven by sleek product launches or charismatic pitches. It was a calculated bet on fundamental manufacturing strength, battery technology, and disciplined execution. Buffett saw past the relatively unknown brand name and recognized a company quietly building the necessary infrastructure for the future of transportation at scale. His investment bestowed instant global credibility on BYD, elevating them from a regional player to a company that demanded international attention. Armed with Buffett's validation, BYD's expansion accelerated dramatically. They rapidly developed and launched a range of plug-in hybrids and then fully electric vehicles, targeting the burgeoning Chinese market. This market was undergoing a government-driven push towards electrification, and BYD was perfectly positioned to capitalize. While Western automakers debated standards and lobbied against regulations, BYD was already mass-producing reliable, affordable electric buses, taxis, and commercial vehicles by the thousands, quickly dominating public transport fleets across China. Their strategy was pragmatic and powerful, leveraged their integrated manufacturing to build high-volume, cost-effective electric solutions, establish dominance in the world's largest market, and use that scale as a springboard for global expansion. They demonstrated an ability to execute at scale and speed that left competitors, both legacy and startups, struggling to keep pace. The narrative that Tesla is the undisputed EV leader is now outdated. The numbers paint a starkly different picture. BYD has decisively surpassed Tesla in global sales volume, selling millions more vehicles annually in recent reporting periods. This isn't a temporary lead, it's a consequence of BYD's explosive, sustained growth. In less than 5 years, they achieved an almost unprecedented tenfold increase in sales volume. While legacy automakers struggle for single-digit percentage growth, BYD demonstrated the capability to ramp up production and sales on a scale that has fundamentally altered the global competitive landscape. This dominance isn't confined to China anymore. BYD has launched a calculated invasion of international markets, including the notoriously challenging European arena. They are now outselling Tesla in significant European countries like Spain and Italy, and are rapidly gaining ground in powerhouse markets such as Germany and the United Kingdom. Their success in established Western markets proves their ability to adapt products and strategies to diverse consumer preferences and regulatory environments. This rapid global expansion, launching new models tailored for specific markets and segments, from ultra-affordable city cars like the Seagull to high-end luxury EVs under their Denza and Yangwang brands, highlights a strategic agility and execution speed that is causing immense pressure on every competitor, from legacy giants like Volkswagen and Toyota to EV startups and even Tesla itself. At the technical core of BYD's success lies a game-changing innovation that most consumers are unaware of: the Blade battery. For years, the industry standard for high-performance EVs relied on nickel-manganese cobalt (NMC) batteries, which offered high energy density but came with drawbacks: high cost due to cobalt, ethical concerns around cobalt mining, and a higher risk of thermal runaway battery fires. BYD made a bold, long-term commitment to lithium iron phosphate (LFP) chemistry. LFP is cheaper, more durable, and inherently safer, using abundant materials like iron and phosphate. Its traditional weakness was lower energy density, limiting range. But BYD solved this with a radical structural design. The Blade battery is named for its long, thin, elongated cells arranged side by side within the battery pack. This simple yet revolutionary design significantly improves thermal management, allowing heat to dissipate much more effectively. This inherent cooling capability dramatically reduces the risk of thermal runaway. BYD famously demonstrated this by subjecting the Blade battery to the brutal nail penetration test, a scenario that causes many batteries to smoke, ignite, or even explode. The Blade battery, when pierced by a nail, simply remained stable, with its surface temperature barely rising. This wasn't just a safety feature, it was a technological statement that differentiated BYD from the competition and directly addressed one of the public's biggest fears about EVs. Beyond safety, the Blade design allowed BYD to pack more LFP material into a given volume than traditional LFP battery packs, achieving energy densities competitive with NMC and enabling impressive vehicle range. And here's where BYD's vertical integration provides a critical, almost insurmountable advantage. They design and manufacture their own Blade batteries in-house. While Tesla uses LFP batteries in some vehicles, they source them from suppliers like SayTL. BYD controls the entire process, allowing them to optimize the battery's chemistry, structure, integration with the vehicle's thermal systems and software, and manufacturing costs simultaneously. This deep integration leads to advantages like longer battery lifespan, often exceeding 3,000 charge cycles compared to 1,500 for many others, faster charging optimization, and significantly lower production costs, directly translating into more affordable vehicles and lower total cost of ownership. The Blade battery is not just a power source, it's a foundational technology that provides BYD with a significant competitive edge across its entire product range, from entry-level cars to heavy-duty buses. But BYD understood that mass electrification wasn't a switch that would be flipped overnight. The challenges of charging infrastructure availability, upfront costs, and consumer habits meant that pure EVs wouldn't be the immediate answer for everyone, everywhere. So they developed a parallel, equally revolutionary solution, the Super DM dual mode hybrid system. This isn't the traditional hybrid approach that primarily uses the gasoline engine with electric assist. BYD engineered an electric-first powertrain where the electric motor is the primary driver, and the gasoline engine acts mainly as a high-efficiency generator or provides direct power only when necessary, like during rapid acceleration or at high cruising speeds when the battery is low. The engineering behind the Super DM system is exceptional. Their DMI platform has achieved thermal efficiency figures exceeding 43% for its gasoline engine component, a benchmark that surpasses even the most optimized engines from hybrid pioneers like Toyota. This high efficiency, combined with the electric-first driving mode, results in incredible fuel economy and a driving experience that feels remarkably like a pure EV, with instant torque and smooth acceleration, while simultaneously eliminating range anxiety. Drivers get the quiet, clean benefits of electric mobility for daily commutes, but have the flexibility of a gasoline engine for longer trips or when charging isn't available, effectively providing a solution for diverse driving needs and infrastructure limitations. This hybrid strategy is a strategic masterstroke that directly addresses a massive segment of the global market not yet ready or willing to commit to pure electric vehicles. It positions BYD to capture market share from traditional gasoline vehicles and legacy hybrids, while also appealing to environmentally conscious buyers who need more flexibility than current EV infrastructure provides. BYD's Super DM hybrids are selling in enormous volumes, offering a compelling combination of performance, efficiency, and lower operating costs that is proving irresistible in many markets. While Tesla has dismissed hybrids, BYD saw an opportunity to dominate a crucial transitional market segment, effectively widening its potential customer base far beyond that of pure-play EV competitors. This pragmatic approach, offering diverse, highly competitive solutions, is a key reason for their rapid market share gains globally. The culmination of BYD's technological prowess and manufacturing scale is its breathtaking global expansion strategy. Their goal isn't just to sell cars internationally, it's to build an integrated, self-sufficient global empire. They are executing a scaling by location strategy, establishing manufacturing facilities on multiple continents simultaneously to bypass trade barriers, localize production, and embed themselves within key markets. Their ambitious target of exporting over 800,000 vehicles in the near future is supported by a rapidly growing network of overseas plants under development or already operating in places like Thailand, Indonesia, Brazil, Hungary, and potentially Mexico. Their approach to entering the challenging US market provides a clear example of this strategic patience and long-term vision. Instead of launching passenger cars directly into a highly competitive and politically sensitive environment, BYD focused on the commercial sector. For years, their factory in Lancaster, California has been quietly producing electric buses and trucks for public transit agencies, school districts, and logistics companies. This strategy allowed them to establish a manufacturing footprint, navigate US regulations, win government contracts, and build credibility in the B2B space before a potential broader consumer market push. It's a methodical approach aimed at laying deep roots. However, the most potentially disruptive move for the North American market is BYD's planned factory in Mexico. While officially intended to serve Latin American markets, the strategic location right on the US border suggests a clear possibility of leveraging trade agreements like the USMCA. Building vehicles in Mexico could potentially allow BYD to export vehicles into the United States with significantly lower tariffs than those imposed on cars imported directly from China. This potential maneuver would give BYD a crucial cost advantage and allow them to compete aggressively on price in the US. Consumer market, a challenge that would be incredibly difficult for both legacy US automakers and Tesla to counter. This level of strategic planning, navigating complex global trade landscapes, underscores that BYD is playing a geopolitical game of chess on a global board. So while the Western world remained largely focused on the charismatic leader and the high-profile launches of Tesla, BYD was quietly, relentlessly, and strategically executing a plan to redefine the global automotive industry. They built their power not on spectacle, but on mastering the fundamentals: battery technology, integrated manufacturing, cost control, and adapting to diverse market needs with both revolutionary EVs and game-changing hybrids. They avoided the constant media hype, focusing instead on scaling production, securing supply chains, and establishing manufacturing bases around the world. The narrative of a single, untouchable EV leader is outdated. BYD, the vertically integrated powerhouse that emerged from the battery industry, has proven it can build faster, cheaper, and at a larger scale than its competitors. They offer compelling solutions for every stage of the transition away from gasoline, from highly efficient hybrids to safe, affordable EVs powered by their proprietary Blade battery. The Silent Empire has not only arrived, it has already claimed significant territory and is poised for further expansion. The future of transportation may not be led by the company that built the most buzz, but by the one that quietly built the most efficient, integrated, and strategically positioned manufacturing. Machine on the planet, the quiet giant has woken and it is now the king.